Welcome back, fellow gamers. I want to talk to you today about the spoilers so far for Hour of Devastation and what I think of them. So far, I've actually been pretty impressed. The definite reveals on the weekend were pretty cool. We got the invocations. We've seen a few of the really cool cards in the set. So I'm going to break down pretty much my favorite cards so far. You know, this is day one of spoiler season, but this weekend we did see quite a few spoilers. We pretty much have almost all the invocations. I do believe there's still two to be revealed, which are going to be the two gods that have not been spoiled. So I'm going to touch on the invocations at large, and then I'm going to move on to my favorite cards. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So the invocations on a whole are not bad. I like the choice selections for them. They're kind of on point. Definitely Damnation is a cool one. I like the art. The effect, hey, it's Damnation. Another copy of Damnation won't hurt. It's not one I'm going to be picking up because I do have the OG one, which I am in love with. But it's still a beautiful one. But speaking of beautiful, Blood Moon. Holy cow, is this is probably the best invocation through and through out of all the selections. This is the one I think I like the most. Desolation Angel is pretty cool. Getting a chance to print this card with the flavor of Amonkhet, I don't think it's a mistake or a miss by any stretch. Definitely No Mercy, showing off Nicol Bolas's Eternals, is pretty cool in itself. If you don't know what the Eternals are, we will get to them in the story. But suffice to say, this is the army that Nicol Bolas has raised. Opposition is pretty cool. I like the card itself, but the art is kind of weird, but still, it's still nice art. Avatar of Woe, really interesting. I like this art better than the original. So, and we have Choke, which is I think one of the only green ones that we've gotten. But Choke is awesome. It's not, you know, a spectacularly rare card, but it doesn't have to be. It just doesn't. It has to be on point, and I like it. Where it's going is on point. I like it. Shatterstorm is next. Capsize is pretty cool as well. Although I'm looking at it, I'm like, how many boats did they need in this city for, you know, that like where were they going with these boats? So I don't know. That's the only thing that jumped out at me. Lord of Extinction, awesome. I've been looking at getting a foil Lord of Extinction for the longest time. I'm happy I haven't acquired one yet because I will be getting this. And Slaughter Pack. Slaughter Pack, that is awesome. Oh my god, I love that art on Slaughter Pack. It's phenomenal. Diabolical Edict is pretty cool as well. I'm not complaining that that's there. I think we would have needed a new foiling anytime soon. So the fact that we got one as an invocation is awesome in of itself. And Forbid. Forbid is an interesting one. Definitely, I like the art. I like the card. But I don't know. There's something that doesn't really speak to me. And I guess there's something with Nicol Bolas's horns or whatever, but everything that has his horns in it looks amazing. This art for Doomsday is incredible. We haven't had new art on this card in years, so to get a new art is phenomenal. I'm a big fan as well. Boil is pretty cool. I like it. You know, destroying land effects or just getting these mass land effect destructions. And we're not going to see reprinted in draft sets. So having it here as an invocation, again, awesome. I really think, like I'm going to keep saying it, these selections are really awesome. I'm digging them. Through the Breach is pretty cool. You've got like the Lotus God or Locust God walking through and spreading his pestilence everywhere. That's awesome. Sunder is all right. I mean, I like it. Omniscience. This is pretty cool. I definitely like Bolas's eyes glowing. That's phenomenal. Looking at just the setting and everything, you can tell that this guy's got serious power going through his mind. So I'm a big fan of that. I do prefer the flavor text that was on the original with the art. Even though it's Jace and people like to hate on Jace, I still prefer the Omniscience that was originally released. That has a special spot in my heart. Threads of Disloyalty is a really cool one as well. I dig the art. The art, by and large, are big wins here. Armageddon is pretty cool. Again, as soon as you have his monumental horns in the frame, I'm going to be a big fan. And Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize is actually a nice one. Nothing that I would write home about, but it's still a nice art. I think I'll probably pick this one up. I don't think that I would pass by it if I saw it. And then obviously there's also the Scorpion God invocation, which also leads me to believe that the other two gods will be in there. I'm going to speak about this card momentarily, so I'm not going to go over it now, but we will now jump in to some of the cards that I'm really excited about, and I guess I'll just start with the Scorpion God. Interestingly enough, the Scorpion God does not have Indestructible, but the Scorpion God jumps back to your hand, so that's awesome. If it dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. That in itself is really cool, so there's that form of recursion that's going on there. I'm a big fan of it. I like it. I like the flavor, I like the abilities. Putting in -1/-1 really fits in with other mechanics that are present in black or red. So I can think of a few decks that I'm going to be slotting this in or creating just based around this one card. I love it. I love doing that with new sets that come out. Even though the decks might end up being jank, I don't care. I really don't care. Mirage Mirror is the next card I want to highlight. So yeah, people are going to be like, oh, you have to pay 2 to activate its cost, but this is such a versatile card. I'm really digging it. 3 to drop. So yeah, you're looking at turn 3, you're not really doing much unless you have rep, but then making a copy of something that you really need, and it's like a jack of all trades, or it's that tool box card that you want. I'm already imagining cool things I'll do with it, whether it's, you know, creating a second copy of an enchantment that I want, or creating another creature to either chump block or attack with, or maybe just use a special ability is one that I am definitely on board with. Another card, I don't know if I've ever pronounced her name right, but Okatra's Last Mercy. And you heard the hesitation. I'm just bad with these Magic the Gathering names. Your life total becomes equal to your starting life total. Lands you control don't untap during your next untap step. I like this. So it's resetting your life. So especially if you're playing Commander, jumping up to, let's say, you know, 30, an extra 35 life because you're at 5 or whatever is awesome. And obviously the trade-off here is not having your lands untapped, but as I mentioned in a previous video, I am cool with stuff like this. Give me undercosted stuff with a drawback that I can maybe play around somehow. That is so cool. I like it. I like the ability. I even like, you know, the flavor text. The flavor text here is sad. I don't think it's any secret that Bolas is going to have his way with this plane. I'm also really digging Hour of Revelation. Costing 3 less if there are a lot of non-land permanents on the battlefield is huge, because that's the time you'd really want to use it. Like if your person that you're playing against is playing in, you know, a tokens-based deck, this is costing 3 and you're wiping the board. You can do a bunch of other stuff afterwards. So that's not one thing I'm going to be passing up on. I'm going to be getting myself a copy of this card real soon. Those are the cards that I wanted to highlight. I would like to know what your cards are that has got you excited about the set. I am really, really excited for this set. This has completely turned me around. I'm really looking forward to seeing what is going to be up there. But let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, if you'd like to check out some of my other videos, you could do that on the annotation. And if you'd like to subscribe, it really helps the channel out. But not only that, it lets you know when we upload new content. I'd like to thank you for making me a part of your day. And until next time, good gaming.